Hey guys, it's Heather. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have this easy, soft, glam makeup look for you guys. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting off with priming my eye and I'm using my concealer. Any concealer will do. I just try to make sure that I kind of test it out first and make sure that it doesn't crease like a mother. And then I'm setting that with a blending brush and my pressed face powder. So starting off with the color Orange Soda from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, I'm using that shade on a Morphe M441 brush and popping that into my crease and bringing it up kind of high and just really smoking it out because we want this to be our transition shade. Now going into the shade underneath that, which is Burnt Orange, on the same brush, and I'm concentrating the majority of the pigment on the outer part of our crease, but I am dragging it in when there's a little bit less product on the brush, blending that up to the Orange Soda shade. Now I'm going in with the shade Rustic, using the same exact brush again, and I'm just popping that in pretty much the same places as Burnt Orange, but a little bit lower in the crease. So concentrating on the outer edge and then bringing it in. Now I'm going in with Cypress Umber or Umber, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but same exact brush, popping that on the outer part of the crease and bringing it really low into the crease, like dragging it towards the inner part of my eye. I'm just keeping it very low and then just making sure to really blend everything together so we have a really nice gradient blending effect. I'm putting my face oil on. I like to do it while I'm still doing my eyes, that way it has time to sink into my skin and really work in. This is the Derma E Organic Argan Oil Blend. So using a full coverage concealer and a flat shadow brush, I am carving out our half cut crease for this look. I look up when I get the concealer on there just to see if it's going to transfer. If it does, you want to move it up just a little bit more. Otherwise, you're going to work so hard for the blend in your crease just for the shadow on your lid to transfer up to that part. So it's just a shame. I use my Tarte Shape Tape for this because I don't like the Shape Tape for my face. It just doesn't really work for me at all. So I use it for this because it's full coverage and it does work really well for shadows. And then just trying to get them as symmetrical as possible, and then also using my finger and blending where it meets the brown shade in the outer part of our eye. So going in with this shade, this is the Super Shock Shadow from ColourPop, and it's in the color Tassel. I used the brush, it didn't really seem to pick up that much pigment, but I was just curious because I do know that these work a lot better with your finger, but I've never used this one in particular with a brush, so that was why I had tried that out. Now going back to the Cypress Umber shade and just blending where those two shades meet. You just don't really want to have this like blunt line on that part of your eye where Tassel just kind of ends there. So anyways, now I'm tightlining my eye with the Gel Kohl Liner from Ciate London. Your tight line is the waterline of your upper lash line, in case you didn't know. And now I'm going in and winging out my liner. I'm using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner in black. I really, really love this liner. It's one of my favorites because the brush is just super thin, so you can get really precise if you want. Like today I wanted a much thinner wing, a much smaller one, just because I felt like the makeup was so dainty and girly, and that's just what I thought would look good on me with this eye look. So that's what I went for, but you can also get like a really dramatic thick wing with this liner as well. So it's very versatile, works no matter what kind of liner you want. Yeah. Now giving my lashes a little curl. And then adding on some mascara. This is the Ico Black Magic Mascara. This stuff is amazing. And my hair was like, I was too close to the backdrop, so my hair kept touching it. So that's why I was kind of like with that annoyed look, like getting my hair off there. It was super annoying. Anyways, now I'm going in with my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation. I actually mixed the shades 857 with, I believe it was 840. And then I mixed that onto my palette, and then I put a couple more drops of that Derma E Argan Oil blend. I think I put 3 or 4 drops into it, and then I put it onto my face with my blending sponge. This blender is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Now I'm going in with a color corrector. I'm using the salmon color and the yellow color just to brighten and get rid of a little bit of darkness. And then using my Anastasia Beverly Hills medium shade contour kit. This is the cream contour kit. I'm just putting that in the areas that I contour my face and then blending all that out with the same sponge. And I do just move in like little pouncing motions, not really like smearing it across our face, because the Beauty Blender definitely gives you a better, well, this isn't a Beauty Blender, but the beauty sponges give you a better look if you kind of use a pouncing motion. Now I'm using my Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer. I use one in fair and one in medium, and just put them in all the high points of my face. This concealer is absolutely gorgeous. If you have any fine lines or wrinkles, anything at all, this stuff looks so natural. It doesn't sit in them and just doesn't dry out your skin at all. This stuff is just amazing. Definitely worth the money. So if you guys are super dry like me and have some fine lines and stuff like that in your eyes, then this is definitely a good buy. So now I'm popping on some lashes. These are from House of Lashes. I don't know the style of them just because they were like laying around my vanity. But if I remember the style, I will put it in the description box below. Now I'm going back to the burnt orange shade, and I'm taking that underneath my lower lash line all the way across to the inner part, and then blending it out. Now going into Rustic and popping that almost to the very inner part of my eye, but not completely. Now I'm going in with the Cypress Umber shade, and I'm taking that on like the outer 1/3 of my lower lash line, and then just blending that out. Now going in to my waterline with that same black liner that I put in my tight line, and then dragging it down slightly in the outer edges of the eyes, and then blending that out with my brush. Now I'm going into the Anastasia Prism palette, and I'm using the shade Lucid, popping that into the inner corner of the eyes to highlight the eyes. Using my Tarte Park Avenue Princess Chisel palette, I'm using the lightest shade and an angled contour brush to contour my face and just kind of warm it up a little bit, darken it a little. Now I'm going into the darkest shade in the palette, and I use this very lightly, just a little bit on my brush. I pop it into all the spots that I took that lighter bronzer, but I just, like I said, I use a lot less, and I really concentrate it at the base of the contour on my cheekbones, and then I put it really close to my hairline. Using whatever's left on my brush, I'm just running that down the sides of my nose and at the bottom of it. And I'm using this blush from Ofra. I don't know what the color is. It doesn't have a name, so I'm really sorry, but it's really, really pretty. And now going into the Daisy Danger Morphe highlighter palette and highlighting my face with this. I'll also use this at the very end to highlight my collarbones, because I did change into the outfit I was going to wear for my date with my husband, and it was like a sleek, like off the shoulder kind of shirt. So I did take that on my collarbones and my shoulders. And now taking my blender, I didn't add anything to this. I'm just kind of working everything into the skin, making sure it's very blended. Taking some more mascara on my lower lashes and my top lashes, just to make sure on my top lashes that my natural lashes are really, really coated and blended in with my falsies. Now I'm going in with lipstick. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills as well. It is in the shade Veronica. It's one of their matte liquid lipsticks. This color is so gorgeous. It's one of my absolute favorite shades. And then I wanted an ombre kind of lip effect for this particular look, so I decided to take the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Cairo. It's a very, very nude color, and pop that in the center of each lip. You'll kind of see where I place it. You kind of place it in the middle. Don't take it all the way out, and then kind of tap it out with your finger. You can also use a brush if you want. I think it's really easy and quick to just use my finger. And you can just keep adding a few layers until you get like the desired lightness that you want. And then just blending out with each layer. You don't want to give it any chance to dry at all. So going in and highlighting my collarbones and my shoulders, and this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you want any more of these like get ready with me date night kind of videos, then leave me a comment below. Also any requests, comment it in the comment box below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye.